Morning, and thank you for being here for the Hedge Investment Credit Fund monthly update for February. February was a positive month for us, up around 1.5%, predominantly driven by the macro bearish position and various shorts across corporate sectors in cash bonds and credit default swaps. Unfortunately, it was a pretty difficult month for the events that developed in Ukraine with the Russian invasion. We feel very uncomfortable with the current crisis, as differently from what we experienced for the last 30 years. This is probably the only crisis that central banks cannot easily buy and bail us out from a financial investor's point of view. We think there is a regime change. We think that there is a big clash between Russia and the West world, US and Europe on the other side, and China kind of sitting outside of it, opportunistically waiting for the next move. We think there's going to be more escalation short term. We think there's been a lot of miscalculations on the Russian side, and we think we will see much more escalation as we've seen in the previous instances in Syria or Chechnya. So we feel negative about asset classes in general, whether it's equity, credit. We are worried about the potential implications of what is happening. Medium term, whatever was the picture in terms of inflationary pressures and possibly recessionary pressures, we think the war will exacerbate such trends and probably accelerate them quite substantially. So whether it's supply chain disruptions, energy crisis, inflation, those will get worse. We will see a race to armaments and a race to increase defense budgets all across the world. And that typically is not very productive investment. So overall, we remain very negative, very worried. It's a tragedy what's happening in Ukraine, and we're very mindful in terms of the portfolio. We try to increase as much as possible the liquidity. We're trying to reduce as much as possible the long side. We're trying to be very opportunistic on the liquid side with the hedges and shorts. But overall, clearly, it's a very difficult position for what's happening in Ukraine. And we do not see a short-term solution, as the market was hoping and has been hoping until now. We think it's going to be a pretty protracted conflict with additional escalation in the short term. Thank you.